Hi guys, James here. Welcome to Toboldy Goes Modelworks, and here we have build update part 1 on Airfix's 1/24 scale Messerschmitt Bf109 G6 G5. Yep. I was persuaded by Moz last night to start building the kit. Didn't need much persuading, to be honest. Obviously, building up the DB605 here. Obviously, I brought it down the workshop purely to paint her, or some of the bits. Obviously, supercharger goes in there nicely. Obviously, we can't fit that until we fitted these. We can't fit these until they're painted. Yada yada yada. And these little bits, which are for the I think they're for the machine guns as well. So this is, I think, it's roughly up to step 33. I go up to. The engine, most of it goes together without glue. Literally, most of it went together without glue. Obviously, this piece at the back went in. Obviously, all the bits went located in there nicely. Had to use a little bit of black CA around here. Obviously, we've got that rotating in there. These bits were a faff to get in. So I would suggest when you build your cylinders and your cylinder heads, get those bits glued on first before you put that on. So would be easier. So obviously I brought it down here to primer, and then obviously we're going to paint it predominantly a blue black. Because obviously it looks black, but we want to give it a slight worn that doesn't look dirty, because it's had heat in it. The paint's had heat in it. So yeah, this is my first little bit of it. So the next time you'll see us, she'll be black. Hopefully we'll have all these bits picked out as silver, because I learned a very long time ago you can hand paint virtually anything on an engine. I think it was on my Mark 5B Spitfire. So I'll see you in a bit. And we're back with the Daimler DB605 engine, fresh from paint. You can see a difference in the engine colour to the supercharger. That is blue black, and that is REF black. So I thought I decided I'd try and get some tonal variation on it to give it a bit of, because otherwise all the details won't pop on the engine. So because all these little details and that will disappear on the engine. So I've done that. Still sort of hardening up slightly, and obviously for the old spark plugs, painted that nice aluminium silver with the LP range. So yeah, so I'll basically say thanks for, no, I won't say thanks for watching. I'll see you in a bit. It's basically, it'll be a few days for me. It'll be a few seconds for you. I'll see you in a bit. Hi guys, James here, and we're back on the Airfix 1/24 scale DB605 build, or basically it's for the Bf109G-6. So as you can see, she's coming on a long way. That's all the parts all cut off. And there's the two little oil tanks there, clamped together. Engine exhausts are glued on, but not with extra thin. They are glued on with PVA, so I can remove them if we have any fit issues around here. It's a big beast, I'll give it that. So obviously I've clear coated the engine ready for the decals or decals, and we've got to paint all these bits of pipe work. Obviously the bit that goes around the front of the engine, I think it's I can't remember what it's called, but that's painted. That's sitting up the workbench. These little supports, I need to clean up the seams. Like that. Not that they'll be seen. And all this wonderful pipe work has got to be painted silver. Like so. It does fit. It fit exceedingly well. Like so. That bit goes to the round thing at the front. So we've got to get all that painted. Get these little fuel header tanks, I think now, for the oil. Get those done. I actually did those this morning, to be honest. Yeah. So we're going to make some progress on the engine. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow with the decals on the engine and it all assembled, and then we'll get a flat coated. I have basically found equivalent colours, because that they stated track colour. I used the closest alternative was the mahogany from VAO Model Air. So yeah. So I'll see you in the bit. Hi guys, and we're back. It's Saturday morning now. Well, it's nearly Saturday afternoon now. Basically, we've got the pipe work on, the cooling pipes on, and the radiator. Also, I noticed these little pieces, I put them on the wrong way yesterday, but I have modified them. So obviously if we want to take these exhausts off, we can, because they're obviously just PVA'd on. So yeah, I've now got a satin clear coat it and flat coat it. That part, obviously this part, As it goes off, this one goes across the engine, you see. Yeah, that part's got to be gloss coated so I can get A decals on it. This part's got to be painted copper, and yes, we found that part. It was on the bench where I left it, donut. And all the and these pipes are all sort of detailed up. So yeah, 2 fuel tanks are over there because I had a blonde moment. I painted them green first when I should have painted them silver. Yeah, right, okay. So up next, I'm going to get this flat coated, final flat sealed, all the decals sealed in on the engine, and then we'll get ready to have some fun and games with the bits and pieces on there. So I'll see you in a bit. And we're back. Flat coat's still curing, so it's not, but the decals are pulled down very nicely, thankfully, on the sides. Unfortunately, I had a little bit of reaction with this. I think it's because I used VO Model Air. So hey ho. Obviously the fuel tanks are back. I've got to mask them up to paint the straps on them at some point today or tomorrow. But we're going to get this one done as much as I can, because obviously I don't really want to put much of the pipework like these pieces on, because they can get knocked off. So I've done the big cooler, the big pipe, the pipe for the pitch for the prop. So what I'm going to do is get this piece glued on, and it should be fun, because now obviously the decals are sealed in there, so it can only go one way in, like so. Glue that in. Tap it in there. Tap it in there. Tap that in there. And of course we've got this lovely blue ring to go on the supercharger. There we go. That's glued in. So that's that piece of pipework on. And this is the final piece of pipework that would mean we've finished that page, because all the rest goes on the next page. So get glue in there, get that behind there, and wallop. There we go. Let's just hold that in there for the time being. Right. A little bit of tape on there. Like so. Hopefully that'll stay in place. Now let's go and get the bottom bit of the pipework to fit, which is this bit, which is a lovely copper coloured. This is XF6. It's not the stuff I usually paint it with. I'm not going to glue this in because I've got to paint up the large nut red. And that tape's come off. Charming. Right. It's not cooperating. Let's get the washi tape in there. There we go. That should hold that in. And in theory, A little bit of a tweak with the pipe work. That should fit in there like that. But I'm not going to glue that in yet because I've got a nice little nut there to paint up in red. So on that bombshell, that is pretty much the engine, the DB605 engine complete. So tune in for the next part. I don't know when that'll be because it'll probably be possibly the fuselage, then the wings, blah blah blah, and then we go back to the engine and fit the engine to the thing, because obviously that pipe there and those two bits are asking to be knocked off. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye for now.